And welcome back.
Yep.
Here we are on the adventures of Clumsy Dad.
Yeah, well, we've kind of settled on the name Bumbles the Thief, which I'm a big fan of.
It's the wheel of Bone Charm. Everything is bankrupt.
I was saying, this is happening very fast.
A lot of that wasn't even really that interesting. The only thing interesting that I sort of jumped over there was that I had the Cursed Bone Charm Clumsy Assassin, which we saw last time and had a great laugh about.
Really?
Oh, don't worry. That's not the Bone Charm. That's all you.
I mean, really, that should have been Robokai's Bone Charm.
Also mine. Let's be real. That's equally appropriate.
No, your episodes are like... God, I don't know. You have them like... I feel like you have a stopwatch or something while you're recording them. You're like, okay, wait 2 seconds. Okay, now go. His back is going to be turned. Like, you've fine-tuned this down
I have
to,
routed things a fair bit. That doesn't mean my execution is very good.
Well, look at it this way. Electrical burst. You can now stun everyone on the map at once.
That's pretty close to the true, actually.
Well, we can't fault the planning.
I mean, I was thinking about it, though, in my effort to be nice. I was thinking about it, though, and I'm like, you're doing non-lethal Corvo, and you're doing mostly, like, fairly, like, silent. You're not like me, you don't just run out and, like, I'll just non-lethally whack you in the face. So it's all fairly well timed. You're not sitting there, like, waiting for guys to walk in the direction you want them to go or whatever. You kind of have it all planned out.
I really, really cannot stand it when I'm watching a video and it's just like, okay, well, I'm just going to chill out here for about 25 seconds while all of the parts line up. I'm just like, that's a problem that I need to deal with in routing.
There will be a Grand Guard presence.
I'm just saying, you got my respect.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Anyway,
The advantage of high chaos is you don't need to worry about any of that.
Oh yeah, you two don't have my respect. Only cool guy.
Didn't want it.
Neither did the guards.
Trust me, Ashworth is important to Delilah, which brings up something else. You might be able to exploit the Abbey of the Everyman in removing Ashworth from play. Turns out the Vice Overseer in Karnaca has been watching Ashworth from a hidden outpost near the Royal Conservatory. Check it out first if you want more options. Remember, if she's still working with Delilah, Ashworth is a grave threat.
Thanks, Megan. See you soon.
This is where we should meet our contact, from the Colomar Furniture Workshop.
How long do we have to wait?
Don't as long as it takes. We'll be picking up balusters and spindles made of zirconin umberwood.
I thought the old Duke Theodanis outlawed umberwood export to protect the trees.
hang on. Okay.
Fuck you, accountant.
Oh. That's what you get for being a clerk.
Not very clumsy after all.
Hell yeah.
Although I don't know how you get to reuse your sleep darts.
That was Lucky Needle. That was one of the two. That was one of the two things that that I crafted at the beginning. There, one of them.
Oh, that's the sleep dart one.
Right, that's Lucky Needle. So I will get my sleep darts back something like 80% of the time now.
Really good.
That has to be a lifesaver for your your run
it's
budget.
so few of the bloody things. It's so great to be able to get it back.
It has to be a lifesaver for your butt.
I mean, it is for my butt.
Your budget.
I like this. You managed to get them all in one place.
Hang on.
Wait a second.
Hang on. Okay.
I've got to jump.
You're not even looking at them. You don't get the payoff. I'm sorry. I'm trying to be nice. Good job,
Honestly,
cool guy. Good job taking out a bunch of guys at once. And now you've got an arc mine that has more charges and no one to use it on.
That's what you think.
Come on.
No.
His name is Steve.
Hey, just
His name is Charles.
Yeah, it's like just gonna
Come on,
let
buddy.
this guy. There we go.
Come on, Charles. It bothers me how they wiggle.
They kind of go full
looks like it
shocked
hurts.
fish there. Also, this is me metagaming like crazy.
Mm-hmm.
That is.
I did that.
Yeah, that's.
I did that too.
Tisk,
That
tisk.
stun mine will not come back around for a payoff until the very end of this episode.
So remember it, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, I've never gone that way before. I mean, I knew it was there, but I always just went.
Sorry, I just saw the lady guard sort of bounce a bit there.
Oh, you kicked her in the face! I haven't seen that one.
It's quicker than trying to choke her out, because I still don't have strong arms!
You don't have strong arms!
Yeah, this version of Corvo just has widdly weak arms.
Little weak arms.
So, in other words, it really
How
is
does
like
it
me.
feel to know that your daughter has stronger arms than you?
He's clumsy and weak.
That was me getting hit by the windmill blade, just saying.
I had always wondered.
in
no
grand
about how
arcane
reckless I was
tradition.
with them. I just never seemed to like get hurt by them.
Huh.
Sorry, I shouted there. I got really excited about punching.
Oh yeah, I just punched that dude in the face, which, you know, should be a problem for me, but because his face is metal and everything, but not really.
Sometimes I'm sad that Emily has different animations because she does like a throat chop, but sometimes I wish she would just punch. Like, he's sleeping, just punch him.
It's the day you get to meet Pirate Betty in person.
God.
Pirate
Love
Betty!
this exchange.
No, please! I have nothing!
If you watch the whole thing, it's really funny.
I see you've heard the stories about
They're pretty good at these.
about all the terrible things I've done.
I'm so curious. I don't think I've ever seen this.
She just ran in and stabbed him. Oh, he didn't do the whole thing.
Well, that's for not standing up for yourself.
If I remember correctly, they're like, this is stupid, nobody's coming. You're not even very scary.
Yeah,
And they're like, shut up.
Actually, I won't say what happens on High Chaos, because I'm confident one of you is going to show it off.
I always get caught, so...
Oh.
Oh.
I always just walk in and like hide in the room and then I'll go "Bang!" and I'm just like, really? Come on, guys.
Do that noise again?
Bang!
It was a pretty amazing noise. I think that's going on Loon's soundboard.
It's like the guard alarm.
It's the guard alarm, that's what it was. Which always to me just sounds like a cat rolling across the... Oh no! You're getting Beacon a gift!
He's not gonna rob him yet because he's got blueprints to cash in.
I just wanted to make another crank joke.
I will tell you that I've discovered a way to rob the things like at an early stage, but then still cash in on like regular store stuff. But it only works with some of the shops.
You ever feel like someone's just like standing over you while you sleep?
Okay.
I like how she just goes immediately. Oh, if you don't punch her in the face, she just goes right to her. She just goes right to her top.
Thanks for thinking you were safe in Karnaka.
Ooh, nice, nice.
At least you laid her down to rest nicely.
That lady was.
She goes to her typewriter and starts typing. It's like, dear diary, today I had a dream. Someone jumped on my face.
Well, they tried to jump on my face, but couldn't jump on my face, so they just punched me in the face. So, one way or another, my face had some weird things going on with it.
You did punch her before she could make it to the typewriter.
Better to be punched in the face or try and fail to choke her out?
6 of one, half dozen of another from their
Yes,
perspective.
I've just suddenly been reminded of a great
witches.
cool guy moment trying to get this particular level to behave.
Oh
God!
What was a great cool
Yeah,
guy moment? You mean when you were playing?
It seems to be doing a pretty good job of getting its behave now.
We'll get to it. Don't worry.
No,
But
hang on a second. Wait, rewind.
Mine did not go
Honestly,
anywhere near this smoothly.
he was straining himself routing this stage, and I got to watch the game do something really unnecessarily mean and stupid to him. So
I don't
you
think.
just
I
define
unfortunately
for
don't
us
think
what
that we saved that particular stream that I did, because like basically at this point, I was motivating myself to continue routing this thing by streaming my attempts, and yeah, there were just a couple of times those witches were insanely rude. The courtyard, actually, I did figure out a way to get that done, but again, on very hard, people have super good vision, so it just wasn't cooperating. And I was just like, done. This is just gonna happen.
You spend your days polishing silver.
Can you rewind a second and explain, like, what exactly is a cool guy moment?
Robo, I think you're going to do a better job of that than I will.
Essentially, he goes to do something, and everything looks really, really great. Right up till it just goes horribly, horribly wrong, and cool guy just goes, God damn it.
one of the ways one of my friends used to sum up my luck was it's the incredible combination of terrible and ironic that would make you think that would make you just think about not wanting to mention big rigs over the road racing while you're on a road trip with somebody, for fear that a runaway 18-wheeler will just jump over the next ridge and cream you before you can react.
So basically, you're just not allowed to get too comfortable in life because that's when it gets you.
I mean, every time I think I've got things taken care of, just there's something that can go wrong. I am the literal incarnation of Murphy's Law.
That sucks, man. I'm sorry.
I have a healthy respect for Murphy's Law, and
That
that's why I always
sucks.
make sure to not say what could possibly go wrong.
That always seems to strike at the worst of times.
Ow.
I suppose it wouldn't be worth Murphy's Law otherwise.
Douche!
This dude just like swinging. Hey.
Douche!
Oh, nice.
Could you not?
I love how you
I
can
never
get
get tired
a
of
thing,
seeing
though,
you
that
like
lets you
fucking leg shot, dude.
deflect
So good.
bullets. Kick him in the tum-tum. Oh, my tum-tum. I'm surprised you didn't knock that bottle of rum over and start yourself on fire.
It was a near thing.
That sounds like a cool guy moment.
He tried, don't worry about it.
Yes?
Also, freaking wood
Come
will not
on.
get out of fire.
Yeah, that's the peril of designing
Alright,
a
there.
wonderful wooden ruin. At the same time, it's still a wooden ruin, and you ever tried to move around in ruined buildings before? It's a pain in the ass.
Look at you, making your way across this shuddering city. Breanna Ashworth would have been miserable as a member of high society, forced to wed some bloated banker. Her only moments of real freedom, getting drunk at fancy balls, and slipping away to couple with strangers. It would have ended in an unhappy marriage and a late-night plunge into an icy river. But just before Mother and Father married her off, so many years ago, she found Delilah instead. It was all highways and graveyards after that, never looking back. Vice Overseer Byrne is an ambitious man, but he believes in the Abbey's mission, protecting the good people of the Empire against the likes of us. You know he'd be happier deep down if this ended with
Okay, so...
So instead of saying us
Okay, me.
and this, he says the likes of me. He'd be very pleased to know that you refused my mark.
I was actually kind of disappointed because, I mean, I didn't like the Outsider in the first game because, like, shut up, talk faster, dude. But he had significantly different dialogue based on if you were high chaos or, like, if you did the thing in the level before you talked to him, he would acknowledge, like, the way you dealt with Overseer Campbell was...
It was a little bit more reactive.
A little bit,
I
yeah.
This
found.
is just
That's
more...
one of the only two things that I've seen for Powerless. The other one is on the very last level.
I guess, like, most people aren't playing the game a bunch of times, so they don't really care.
I don't want you here. Why are you hiding?
Some of you have questioned the stricter mining quotas and the new taxes being levied by the Grand Draconian Guard. Let me answer all of this rabble-rousing at once. Disloyalty and sedition will not be tolerated. Look at Duncan Dales, my good friend.
Do you mind?
I like that you tried to kill it with the glass, whiskey glass.
We're talking about butts over here in this LP a lot, and then there was just mosquito butt right up in my face.
I don't think they can show it in this level. I think I tried to show like chloroform doesn't affect blood flies, but howler dust does. Howler dust will kill
Interesting.
them.
So,
I actually didn't
off
know
to
that.
the right or to the left, there is someone leaning against a wall, and in the test run, Cool Guy tried to do a drop choke on them.
God damn it!
And the game just absolutely would
that
not
jerk.
abide. It absolutely freaked the hell out about it.
It is That problem is why I am now doing it like
no.
this.
Yeah.
Just pulling people over,
Oh no.
dropping a stun
Stun mine.
mine, and walking away.
Oh, you're kind of running more than walking.
I mean,
At
that is the
incredibly
reason I'm
high
doing
time
it like
speed.
that.
You're running like really far away. Like you just need to get out of stun mine range.
Oh, that sound. I can't
Truthfully,
tell
I
if
didn't
the
even
stun
need
mine
to
took him
get
out or if
the-
he's just constipated. Oof.
You missed
Ow!
one.
Jesus.
It's like electric foot.
Ow.
It's like your foot had a stun mine on it.
That's insult to injury.
That's some Street Fighter right there.
I can't tell if I'm Blanca or Guile.
You're crouching a lot, so I would say Blanca.
No, I just need to eat something to make me green.
You're first person. It doesn't matter what color you are.
I'm gonna be doing a proper Blanca cosplay. I need to be green. Oh yeah, so by the way, you can just pick somebody up straight away if you knock them out with a drop assassination. I'm not sure if I showed that off before.
Good to know.
There's your cool facts for the day. There's there's an easy access to the fountain
Punch, punch.
to the.
I
Yeah, I'll be
actually.
using it to get in. Just there's one or two things.
Easy access.
There's a lot of ways in. It's
Yeah,
not a very
and,
secure
and,
building.
and to be fair, it's just it's a conservatorium. It's not like the third bank of
It's not
Dunwall.
a bank, damn it.
Yeah.
Do they know that there's a bunch
Right,
of?
but you think they could at least not leave windows
Whoa.
open?
Do they know that there's a bunch of like witches inside?
Considering who owns the place now, I think the thing they want more than anything is somebody to come and pay a visit. Because they're
Please come and get the witches.
Well, I mean, I think the witches would love people to turn up because they don't fear anything and would be like, yay, a new person to like inflict torture and weirdness on because we're all messed in the skull.
Some of
Very
them are
messed
like,
in the skull.
oh man, I want to get him in bed. Or like, some of them are like out on the prowl.
First that, then the torture, or maybe the other way around. I don't know which one they like more. Oh right, that's blocked.
There's that vent.
I was sitting here
What are
trying
you-
to make sure that I didn't drop my chloroform bottle.
What are you even going to use that on? It's like a grave hound. I guess once you get further in there, so...
Look, I think if this Let's
I
Play is towards
actually-
anything, if it's anyone other than you, School, carrying stuff, like, the rest of us will carry it for a while, drop it and fuck up.
Open the door. Just in case you need to go
Yeah,
out.
I can't remember what I used this for, actually.
The payoff to this is the sad trombone, don't worry about it.
Yeah, well,
Is this
it
gonna
was.
work with it? Is that gonna work with
No,
it?
it didn't.
No.
I think that was
What
what
did I
I was
say?
curious about,
Ooh.
actually.
Yeah, that's a Science Emily thing. I mean, it kind of makes sense. Like they don't breathe.
Yep,
So-
returning from the Dow DLC, because we are dealing with the witches who had their origin in the Dow DLC. The little wolf.
Oh, I was gonna say like
There you go.
I tried playing the first Dishonored and oh my god, it's so clunky.
Wait, have you not played the first Dishonored?
I loved the first Dishonored, but after playing the second one and the first one, I'm just like, why is there only one way I can knock a guy out? I have to sneak up behind him and he can't be aware. Why can't I just smash him in the face?
They're immune to blood flies, by the way, but blood fly extract like this, yeah, no, it's fine. Get back here! Get back here!
Look, she's panicking
I
as
missed
scripted.
this.
You can't hold that against her.
So, okay, one thing, we should explain something about the game. There's 3 different types of witches.
Yep.
There's
They all
yelling
look the same
witches.
superficially, but
There's yelling witches, and there's thorn witches, and there's, I don't know the other kind. And they all look a little bit different. So there's bald ones, and then there's, I don't know, flower ones?
yeah, like
And then there's the other
They-
kind. Like, I don't care. I just
basically,
knock them
like,
all
I
out.
actually don't think you can tell which kind of witch they are from looking at them. You can only tell when
See,
they
I was
start...
going to say that as a bad pun, but you just said it like unironically. I can't tell which is which.
Oh, you took a risk there shooting her with the crossbow. Sometimes you hit him in the leg or something and they're like, I'm dead now. You hit my femoral artery.
They don't have a lot of health.
That is precisely why I have not taken hardened bolts or anything like that.
Ooh. Yeah, good.
Because I don't want exactly that to happen.
Yeah, it doesn't need that death on his hands, even if they are all like crazy weird things.
No, There's some sweet
A
conversations.
lot of these women came
They're
from
just-
like really effing terrible backgrounds, and they're just
Yeah.
like fuck everything. Like
I'm just saying, I'd totally
I
be a
mean-
witch.
Yeah. Oh god, I would be such a witch.
Versus being a peasant in Karnaka.
What
Witch,
are you
any
laughing
day.
about?
I mean,
I am so sorry about me inevitably stabbing you all to death.
honestly, it was.
It would
I
happen.
just wouldn't be an idiot. I'd just like teleport away so you
God
couldn't stab
damn it.
me. I'd be like, someone's here to kill me, let's go. Are you
Again,
okay,
the
Corvo?
problem with a no powers run is little ledges like that.
Oh man, ledges like that are everywhere.
Did you miss picking up the bone charm?
One on record, they heard me creeping around up there, and now a conversation has terminated.
I thought it was the elevator coming up they would have come for.
I hate those two
Yeah.
witches that sit on that lamp though that you can see because like if you
Oh,
try and
I
take them out, they
know.
fall down and you're like, no, my clean hands.
You gotta.
I actually did figure out a way to handle them cleanly and efficiently and silently, but again, very hard. Game is not having any of my crap today.
Oh, that's screaming.
So
Could you
there's a
not?
screamy witch, and then there's like a thorn witch that will like thorn at you, like that one.
That was
Ooh.
lucky.
So does she look different?
That was. I heard the thorns coming in, and I was like, get her away, get her away, get her away.
It's like you threw her out of the path. I think that's impressive.
Zap.
Yeah,
she's got weird drips
know
on her
what the hell
face.
happened
She's
to
got
that.
like insane clown posse makeup.
they're
What the
definitely
Jesus
moving a bit
fuck?
wonky today.
There was some.
I don't think.
Nice try.
The thing is, I can deflect their thorns, and
Punch.
after I deflect their thorns,
Yeah.
unlike a lot of other things, they don't. Okay.
I don't think I've ever
Where
fought
did she
witches for
go?
that long before. That's some terrifying
Yeah,
shit.
like the projectiles don't actually fade into nothingness after you fire or
Yeah,
after
they
you
stick
deflect
in the
them.
wall.
Unlike bullets, just FYI. So they can
They'll
hit
fade after a little while, won't they?
things around there. I'm sorry, what did you say, School?
They'll fade after a little while.
Oh yeah, sure. They'll ricochet off. They'll hit something, and then they're inactive. But if you deflect a bullet, that bullet will never ricochet and hit something. A thorn witch's thorn will.
Not true. It's an upgrade to reflexes.
The ricocheting.
That's true.
Bullet.
That's true. If you have upgraded reflexes, it'll reflect it, and I always forget that because I never take it for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
I'm nice, Corvo. I won't ricochet your own bullet back at you.
Could you not?
Choke.
Like that's
Choke.
basically
Extended choking scene. Fall down.
that's basically the
I don't
tagline
have
for this
strong
entire
hands.
episode is "Could you not?"
I'm like on the edge of my seat about when you're gonna get fucking strong arms.
I remember it happens at some point, but precisely when is just beyond me.
I like how you're kind of like you really want strong arms, but you're still not actually checking until the end of the episode.
I swear.
Like you don't care that much. Like you picked up 3 bone charms by now.
Well, the thing is, I do all of this routing before I know what's going on.
I know.
Precisely
But
because I
then
can't
you
count
should
on it.
know what bone charms you get, because it doesn't change if you restart the mission.
It doesn't if you restart the mission, but you remember that I am loading this in from the Dreadful Whale, so I can get the entire intro sequence. It does change if you reload the entire
No, the
mission.
save says mission in parentheses, and if that's the one you restart, it still restarts
Yeah.
the mission and it has to go to the whale.
The cool guy managed to avoid the me pitfall.
Unless it's different on PC, that's possible.
It must be different on PC because like there's a number of times that I have loaded from talking to Megan and coming in, and I just do not have the same bone charms anymore.
So maybe it does generate them on
I
level
wish I
start.
was Marge Simpson, and then I could do the Marge Simpson noise.
Okay, so here's the one the woman that pisses me off most in this entire level. It's that one.
My
chick
ex-wife!
on
On
top
the
of
turtle.
I'm Delilah. I'm
a
a
chick
fancy
right
lady.
there. A chick right there.
Bump.
Get
I
up
mean, you
here.
could just
Yeah, don't you dare fall
listen. You could wait until she
lady.
finishes, and then she gets off the turtle herself. You're on a schedule, so
This is a all punch speed run.
I'm impressed with they have.
God, I
two
love how
giant
you're doing
turtles
this the long and hard. I love how you're doing this the long way. You're doing it the hard way.
I basically do a lot of these levels backward because screw you. That's why.
It's not even like okay. Well, I guess people will see my video at some point, maybe. You're just wasting so much equipment.
It's not a waste
got
if
more
it's
money than
hilarious.
God.
It's not really wasting, is it?
Besides, I had like 3 whole stun mines sitting in like a display case, and he managed to not like destroy the face trying to get
explode himself.
Also returning from the Dow DLC, spooky plants.
Oh,
The first time I
I don't remember there being spooky plant enemies in Dow DLC.
Then you are forgetting one
had
of
to
the
make
more
a witch
painful
mad.
portions of the DLC.
The witches would summon
Like
them.
in the mansion?
The witches would summon them, but if you didn't let them live long enough to summon them, then you never saw them.
Yeah.
I think they killed me through a variety of other exciting and evil magic
Ooh,
ways.
that reminds me. In the Dow DLC, if a Delilah statue saw you, it would be like, "Eh," and it would like point at you like the pod people. Like, so in this one, I was really scared of the Delilah statues
were really
because
cool.
I thought they would do the same thing in this one, but instead you have to actually like talk to them, and then they just have a little conversation.
They just chilling. It's fine.
I'm unnecessarily made things harder for myself. Punch her right in the forehead. Ugh.
I honestly was not expecting her to even be facing that way. I was expecting
Have a
her
really
to be
long conversation.
facing the other way. Yeah, it was. It was a long one. Fortunately, I had a lot of stuff to do while they were talking.
Fuck you.
Like, I appreciate that they have these conversations, but, like, sometimes they're just too long. Fire thing, very convenient for the blood flies. Fire.
God damn it!
Oh, you missed!
You know, if you
I
hit.
still got one! I still got one, okay?
God damn it!
It's a technicality, don't worry about it.
I still got one!
I'm
It's
very
fine.
proud.
Okay, grenades definitely is the way to go here. Good job. I approve.
That did surprisingly well.
I do manage to show competence at some point. You know, I mean, I'm not doing this entirely stupidly.
I'm only
mostly.
giving you shit because
I remain impressed by how well y'all deal with blood flies.
Go ahead, Rose.
They are not my friends.
They're nobody's
No, they're
friends.
not. I mean, they're
Blood
insects.
flies
They don't
got
really
no
understand friendship.
Also, I want a gun that reloads by spinning it like
Do,
that.
do, 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 do. I'm only giving you shit because that has happened to me like countless times.
There
Where
you
you
go.
think
He
I'm
has
gonna
a strong
throw the thing
appetite.
up above, and then it's just like, bleh. You like threw it like a small child. Ugh.
Also, yes, I just got healthy appetite there because holy crap, that's something that I want to see on mission frickin' 5.
I love it.
Piece of junk.
Depending on how, if you were like high chaos Corvo and fighting a lot, then maybe.
He used to give me so much grief for eating rotten food in Dishonored 1, but now he's just like, whatever.
I'm just, I've given up.
I really feel like 9. Is there a way to have it say like, you know what, 9 potions is kind of excessive. Let's go with like 3. Do you know what I mean? Because you can store up 9 potions.
would ever
like, when
say
are you
that?
ever gonna store up 9 potions worth of like stuff? I always have exactly 9, and then if I ever use it, I'm like, oh my god, I have to find a refill.
I tend to just pick up whatever's in my way and use it when I need to. I really don't pay attention to like any of that.
Did you take out Breanna yet, or you just?
Nah, I've got
Nah.
I've
Nah,
got
dog.
a
I got
black
blueprints to
market
cash in,
check
man.
with. Yeah, I got stuff to do, people to see, faces to punch. It's a busy
I got
day.
walls of light to disable.
I'm
Chokes
walking
to whiff.
here. Also, yes, chokes to whiff.
Walk in here.
One of my runs actually ended in the moment right there because I forgot to turn off that wall of light and ran
whoops.
face first into it.
I see you found
Nice.
the prototype.
It was just like, oh shit.
It is a risky line of work, I'm afraid, but let's not dwell. I expect
Let's
you'll
not
be
dwell
interested in
indeed.
payment.
First, your finder's fee, of course.
He's
and if
just
you
some
like,
schmuck I don't
can
have
draw
to
up some
pay.
schematics based on the
Here's
prototype,
some
something you can
silver
use to
bars.
modify your tools.
And
as a
some
token of my
howling witched
appreciation,
bolts.
A discount at the shop.
He actually does give you a discount here, which is part of the reason why I waited to buy too much around here.
Yeah, isn't there a way you can, like, not get as good of a result?
You want to
I don't think so.
I think, like, if you don't talk to him and you find the stuff, like, maybe he'll be like, oh, thanks, here you go.
I'm not clear
Like, he
on
won't
that,
give you
actually. I
discount?
should take a look.
I think I read something about
Be
that.
satisfied with your purchase.
Bone charms.
Farewell, and do take care.
Are you gonna rob the shop now?
Oh, yeah, I'm totally gonna rob the shop now.
Oh, yeah, totally.
You
right.
asshole.
I got the
those
blueprints.
Time to rob the shop.
I'm done here. It's fine.
Turn, 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 turn. Alright. So this one was tricky.
Alright.
Like, it actually, like, you had to... They start getting more clever. You have to figure out, like, oh, you have
he's
to
he's fully
kneel
aware
and then...
someone's broken in.
See? Whiffs.
Yeah, I somehow whiffed the slide, because the slide just stopped on a barrel right next to the jerk.
Oh god, no, there's a cash register!
I'm looting it.
Oh,
Done.
you did it!
Yes,
I
that's
did this stuff.
He's been doing
Are
it.
you
Don't
gonna
mess with
smash the glass with the grenade inside? Don't smash the
And
glass
then I
with the
whiffed the
grenade
shutter.
inside.
Yeah, you know.
Shutter.
We've all done
God,
that
you need a lot
before.
of stuff. You're low on supplies.
I knew that there were a lot of supplies
Well,
around.
that's how he
Now we know where all the
destroys
babies
blood
came
flies.
from.
Yeah.
Oh, I think you missed a bowl full of stuff.
This guy, and we have just completely
Oh, yeah, you missed the
collapsed that
safe.
market. Good work, team.
Yup.
No,
You've
no,
just
no,
destroyed this
no.
man's
Hang on.
life.
Don't do it. Be careful.
It would
There
actually
you
be
go.
kinder to kill him.
Can't remember if when I do my run I slap that with a sword or not. Probably.
I was very careful about that.
I'd say the odds are very good. I blew myself up.
Are the chances as good as whiskey and cigars tonight?
Yes, definitely.
I wanted to
This is
respond, but instead of an actual quote from this game, it was just Oblivion quotes, which says a lot.
Have you heard about
Come
the
on,
high
come
elves?
on.
Heard about them, I murdered them.
Ah!
Stop! You're under arrest!
Yeah, they've been trying to say that for a while now.
Why won't you die?
Oh, right. There's still more of the dorks around here.
Yeah.
Oh, dogs.
So what's your opinion on these ones, cool guy? I know you love dogs, but do you love dogs that are from hell?
Oh, yeah, no,
They're
I am
not
not nice
allowed
to
to.
greyhounds.
No, shut up. I have an opinion about these dogs.
Okay.
These were real dog once, and they had real loving owners, and they've been resurrected from the dead to serve evil witches. They should be allowed a peaceful death.
But the question is, are dogs good boys
Although,
even
Yes!
after death?
we established this in the 90s.
Well, we must remember
They've
that,
been
that
dragged
Breanna
back from
Ashwood
heaven to
carries-
serve evil witches.
I suppose is the best time to talk about this. Breanna Ashwood carries 2 black charms on her person. One turns the very first
does.
attack made against her into a swarm of blood flies.
I think it's ranged attack.
Ranged attack, yeah, ranged attack. And the other is
Yeah,
that
nice.
any
Got a little hurry there.
any white wolfhound will immediately turn to her side.
Oh, yeah. For some reason, she has
so,
that bone charm.
So she has ultimate dog befriending powers, but only the white dogs.
Just what a random thing
I'm
for
really
her to have.
unclear on whether or not you can even make the white wolfhound charm relevant when fighting her, but it doesn't really matter.
Well, you can only get it off her body when she's defeated anyway. Like so.
Right.
Yeah.
It's.
No, it's like if you kill her, you can't get it, or if you make her unconscious, you
if
can't get it.
basically you just have to not take her down. She either has to be unconscious or dead. You get the charm.
But that's like everything. You have to make her unconscious or dead.
You have no idea.
I clenched.
You saw me backing up too.
Oh,
That's the sound I'd have made.
for you, cool guy.
Yep.
I was so scared for you.
You saw me
whale
backing
oil
up because
tanks
I
are
knew
so,
something was wrong.
like, why did you do that?
Oh man, I nearly died.
I love how you like backed up as far as you could.
It's the noise it made was so ominous too. It was just like ka-chunk, and it was just like oh.
This is the last thing you hear before you die.
Especially because there was 2 other tanks nearby. That would have definitely been fatal.
Oh yeah, no, there's no way I would have survived that. Okay, so I'm going to.
We were talking about something.
Yeah, we were talking about how to get the charms off of.
Oh, okay.
Breanna.
I thought there was a way you cannot get both of the charms off her.
Well, it's essentially if you do this, but then just like don't do anything to her.
Oh, and then you leave. Right.
You're wrecked, girl.
What's going on? Let me turn the machine off. Oh, oops, too late.
What will I do now? I'm ruined.
I mean, this is kind of mean. Do you talk to Delilah after this?
I do.
The touch of the
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, Delilah.
It's very
Girl's
cold.
as stone cold as her statue.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we talk about the importance of Delilah to Breanna Ashworth, and like basically like stopping her life from sucking. Oh hey.
It's especially cold when you consider what she says in like chapter 7, where she's like, "I will never leave you," and you're like. Anyway,
I really appreciated, by the way, that if you aggro her after this, like she actually does fight without witch powers. They again, attention to detail. They knew what was going on there.
I like that.
Anyway, good night.
Ooh,
I need your bone charms.
Ooh. Yeah, don't forget to grab them.
I need your bone charms. Just jamming your hand in your shirt.
I don't know if I grabbed them right there or not, but I know I ended up picking them up.
You have to pick her up.
Oh, this was interesting.
I remember how putting your hair up that way drove you mad, and how glad you were to take it down.
As if you could ever hide your face from me, Royal Protector. I see you there, back in the city that spawned you.
It's done. Breanna Ashworth is no longer a witch.
You villain! You don't even know what you've done. A great bloom wilts and fades from the world.
This is only the start. You've pissed all over everything, but you'll pay for it.
Oh, Breanna. I don't believe we will speak again. The thought of seeing you reduced to such a pale, sad thing. It's too much to bear. I hate you for this, Corvo Attano.
I wonder, if you didn't have hate, Delilah, what would you
It was almost compassionate there. I forgot how she...
Low Chaos Corvo sings her so much better than High Chaos Corvo does.
Yeah, but like...
He definitely burns her pretty good there.
That's such a very good line. I especially enjoyed the finger waving.
It's very paternal.
You'll pay for this. Wait, wow. Let me steal your painting.
Stole your painting, but
Delilah built her statues a little better than you might think.
I like how you've wrecked the wooden screens out of spite.
They're magical statues. Be glad they only talk.
I told you I was going to
don't
there
move.
You go. Fickle beasts and bloodfly
got
alchemy.
him.
Both of which are bloodfly alchemy is useful.
I will actually make good use of both.
If you're high chaos, bloodfly alchemy is good.
If you're not doing clean hands, like I can't use either of them because it results in people dying and it becomes my fault.
Hey, remember that stun mine you left at
the
beginning of the video? Remember that thing you said?
Ta-da! See, this isn't like the last level where, you have to load between areas. This is an actual same...
I appreciate that they all collapsed in the same position.
Alright, squad, right?
That's my impression.
Hi, Megan.
I love how you, skated in. Yo, here I am, I'm back, Megan!
Corvo
She's
just
so done
and
with you.
catches it in one hand, puts it over his shoulder.
Back when I lived in Dunwall, I did
I'm still hip, I'm still cool.
You don't say.
Hello, fellow kids. I'm Corvo.
He's got his mask on backwards.
bought into their bullshit.
Once again, a very
led me down
thorough
that
and
road.
capable
To
showing
be honest, before all
from
this, I
He's trying
thought
so
Delilah
hard to be
Bumbles the
nice.
Assassin.
That's the best she
I don't
manages.
want to get into it right
Yeah, nobody believes you, School. Love you
Capable
dearly,
is
but
the
nobody
least of
believes
us.
you.
Look, somebody has to be good at this game, and I think it's you.
now. I wish it felt like that.
We're all
Seems
hopeless
like
then.
yesterday. Are you ready to leave now?